What trusts protect assets from long-term dementia care costs? For many people, the thought of long-term dementia care can be daunting, especially when considering the potential costs involved. One effective way to manage these costs is through the use of trusts. Trusts can help protect assets while ensuring access to necessary care. Let's explore how this works. A trust is a legal arrangement where one person, known as the grantor, transfers assets to another person, called the trustee. The trustee manages these assets for the benefit of a third party, known as the beneficiary. There are two main types of trusts that can be useful in this context: revocable trusts and irrevocable trusts. Revocable trusts allow the grantor to keep control over the assets. This means they can change or end the trust whenever they want. However, because the grantor still controls the assets, they are considered part of the grantor's estate. This means they are not protected from long-term care costs. On the other hand, irrevocable trusts transfer control of the assets to the trustee. Once the assets are in an irrevocable trust, the grantor cannot access them anymore. This is important because these assets are generally protected from creditors and long-term care costs. They are no longer seen as part of the grantor's estate. One specific type of irrevocable trust is the Medicaid Asset Protection Trust, often referred to as MAPT. MAPs are designed to protect assets from the costs of long-term care while allowing the grantor to qualify for Medicaid benefits. To be effective, MAPs should be set up at least 5 years before applying for Medicaid. This is due to Medicaid's look-back period, which reviews financial transactions to ensure compliance with eligibility rules. Setting up a MAPT involves transferring assets into the trust and naming a trustee to manage them. It is crucial that the trustee is someone other than the grantor or their spouse, like an adult child. One of the main benefits of a MAPT is that it protects assets from being used for nursing home care, allowing the grantor to qualify for Medicaid without depleting their resources. However, it is important to note that once assets are transferred into the trust, the grantor loses direct access to them. If establishing a MAPT is not possible due to timing or other reasons, there are alternative strategies. These might include purchasing Medicaid-compliant annuities or looking into long-term care insurance options. When planning for dementia care, it is vital to consider the long-term financial implications. Dementia often requires extended care, which can be expensive. Using trusts like MAPs can help preserve assets for future generations while ensuring access to necessary care. In summary, irrevocable trusts, especially Medicaid Asset Protection Trusts, are valuable tools for protecting assets from long-term dementia care costs. However, careful planning is essential, and these trusts must be established well in advance to comply with Medicaid regulations.